This is so exciting. First time going live and some pop-up just came up. But I just want to say thank you for being here. Because this is the first time, I'm hoping that I am going to be able to see the chat. So if you are here, I would love to know that you are here. I would love to know that you are with me, and I would love to be able to respond to you if you are here. So thank you so much. And I am going to give a minute or two before we get started, just to give people some time to get on. So, and while we're doing that, I'm going to check to see. It says, okay, welcome to live chat. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. If you're here, please say hello. Give it another minute or two. I can see that two people have joined. Welcome. I just can't see who you are. So if you are here, please say hello. And if for some reason you are saying hello and I am missing it in the chat, we're going to work through all this in going forward. So thank you. Welcome. Happy spring. I'd love if you're waiting in the chat, if you could tell me what it is that you want to call in for the spring. What is it that you want to call in for the spring? What are you most wanting to receive more of in this time of your life, in this new chapter, in this new chapter of new beginnings? Let me know in the chat. And I am not seeing the chat. Let me see if I can. No, that's not it. It says welcome to live chat. So we'll just give it another minute and then we'll get started. If you're just joining, welcome. I'm so excited to be here. Asking anyone who feels called to drop in the chat, what is it that you most want to call into your life at this time? And one of the things that's coming through before we get started is nothing is too expansive. Nothing is an impossibility if it comes from a place of excitement, of desire, of love. Claim it, put it out there, get it in writing. The energy of today is huge. There is such a powerful, welcoming, opportunistic energy, Spirit is saying. So thank you so much for being here. I am still not seeing the chat. I promise you I will get better at this. It looks like we have 22 people that have joined. So I am going to go ahead and get started. And oh, I'm seeing someone is actually text messaging me and saying there is no chat. So let me see. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, I see chats. Okay, so hello, Sinai. Did I say that right? Hello, Wildflower Faith. Hello, Horse Squad Gaming. Hello, hello, hello. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I am honored and humbled that you're here for my first live. I used to do so much live over on Facebook and they changed the algorithm. And so I'm feeling super called to come over here to YouTube. And I do want to get started. I'm going to give you a really quick rundown of what brought me here. 6 years ago, I made a decision that I wanted to change up some things from the inside out. And I was really tired of having worst case scenario as a belief system. I definitely had a lot of high functioning anxiety. And the only difference between me now and 6 years ago, Courtney, was that I have connected to myself and I have connected to spirit on a deeper level. And it has transformed me from the inside out. And what I'll say to anyone who is watching, whether you're here live or you're joining for the replay, and please let me know, if I can do this, anyone can do it. We have the capability to transform from the inside out and heal emotionally, to connect to ourselves in a more spiritual and soulful way, and unleash passions, gifts that we don't know about, and start to believe that things are possible. It is my passion to support as many people as possible in connecting. Number one, connecting to yourself, radical self acceptance, self love, an unapologetic pursuit of what lights you up in this lifetime. No matter what brought you here, trust you are here for a reason. I'm also super passionate about supporting you in connecting to whatever divine source you turn to, however you refer to it, whatever you call it. It is all encompassing because it comes from love. So whether it's God, Jesus, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, all of the above, the universe, take what resonates with you in the way you refer to it. And please take the messages of tonight and trust that you are meant to receive them. I am going to go ahead and get started with our Spring Equinox channeled message from Spirit. If you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to start with a brief prayer. I'm going to ask to just be connected to the energy of those of you who are watching, whether you are watching right now in real time or you are coming back to the video at some point. But I just want to call in the guidance of the highest truth, love, clarity, and compassion. So thank you for joining me in this prayer if you feel comfortable. We'll just invite you to close your eyes, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Hold that. On the exhale, I'd love for you to exhale with an audible sigh. Let's take that deep inhale one more time. Hold it. Exhale. I was going to say thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you for allowing me to be a channel of whatever messages are meant to reach the collective today, calling in guidance of the highest truth, love, and clarity for healing, for love, for light, and for the greatest good of those who are listening and for those around us. May what we receive be resonant, may it be guiding, and may it transform and inspire from the inside out with unconditional love as our teacher. This is a great opportunistic time to move toward all the things that your heart speaks to you in its quiet whisper. Give yourself permission to recognize that there are two paths in this lifetime that you can choose. Path number one is based on logic. It is based on your five senses, on what you can see, and often feels struggle-like. It feels like work. It often feels overwhelming. And it's a path where you find yourself overthinking and need to figure it all out on your own terms, in your own way, and by yourself. There is another path, a different path, that is calling you into higher levels of consciousness, that is asking you to forego logic and tap into the realm of divine wisdom. You are worthy of receipt of this wisdom. You are worthy of living a life that feels aligned, that feels like the embodiment of divinity itself. that is more in flow state, that feels more magical than mundane. Right now, at this time on this planet, there is a chapter of new beginnings. With this equinox comes the opportunity to release the old and welcome the new. That business venture that is unfolding, that idea that seems too far-fetched, that self-sabotaging label that you have been living by, that situation that seems so impossible but yet tugs at your heart and will not go away. They are all Spirit's way of speaking to you. You are always being led. You are always being guided. You are spirit in human form. Yes, there will be duality. There will be challenge. There will be dissonance. But can you, on this path of higher consciousness, receive these moments of life, these moments of ebb, as your opportunity to get closer to self and spirit? Can you see it as an opportunity to see your own divinity in your own lifetime? Can you dare to be so bold as to take this unconventional path and follow not what makes logical sense, not what society has pressured you into believing, into urgency, and into the need to know the outcome? But can you surrender to the idea that it's all meant to work out? It's all meant to go in your favor. At this time, we ask you to not worry so much about the minutia, the when, the where, the how, the micromanaging of each small component. What if that is not on your plate? What if believing in your desire and taking inspired action toward it is the new way forward? What if dropping any armor and stepping into softer vulnerability is actually a step into your greatest strength? You are worthy. You are worthy. Whenever you receive an idea, a vision, something from your divine imagination, trust that it is being divinely gifted to you, to be created through you and stewarded by you with unapologetic acknowledgement. Your life is your purpose, and your life is always being guided and led. Even when it feels that there is isolation, there is purpose and preparation happening. The choice is always yours to move toward happiness with self. External opinions cannot know your divine gift, your divine wisdom, your divine vision. Only you will know. Anything is possible when it is for the greater good. Trust it. The path will unfold, but you must walk toward it. What nags at you, what barks at you, what labels you, what condemns you is not of spirit, and it is not in alignment with the path that you are meant to take. But those soft, gentle whispers, those gentle nudges, the quiet pull, the excitement of an idea, that is the path you are meant to take. Leave the greater details to your divine source and trust that in stepping onto this new path, you will receive all that is meant to be received. Can you step into greater connection with yourself? Can you take that next step, knowing that the discomfort of it is not because it's impossible. It's not because it can't work out because it didn't work out before. It's because you're stepping into a new version of you. And sometimes saying goodbye to old versions of self feels sticky. We encourage you to follow your heart. This time is such an awakening time for the collective in the world. Not everyone chooses to move toward love, to move toward higher consciousness. And there is no right or wrong, but there is alignment. And alignment will never come from fear. It will never come from self-doubt. It will never come from unworthiness. Because no matter what has happened, if you have landed here, you are receiving this message that it is safe to move forward. And anything that is positive for your life and for those around you is possible. Trust it. We encourage you to write down all that you wish to release. What are the things that no longer serve you? The thoughts, the habits, the beliefs, the connections with people. Where are you not supported? Where are you not supporting yourself? Write these down and trust that in releasing them, it is done. And then script the desires. Script what you want to receive more of. And trust that that too is done. Skip over the minutia. Don't worry about the small, what seems to be so significant steps. The things that are meant for you will flow to you. The idea will come. The resource will be there. The person will show up. Everything will happen in its divine right time. And right now is such a potent opportunity to heal, to allow your inner systems to finally feel safe and at peace. Trust that it's all working out in your favor. Okay. Okay. I hope that that resonates with someone. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Absolutely, I do. As as one of the greatest embodiment of unconditional love, and as someone who is able to be in human form and show the power of unconditional love and living in non-judgment. And as for me, and I can only speak my own truth, I am never here to say what's right. I'm only here to share what has changed my life, to just be such an example of a human miracle in what's possible. So yes, I do 100%. And one of the things that I feel too, just that was coming through earlier today prior to the message, was this whole idea that it is okay to choose yourself without explanation. That's a loud and clear message. It is okay to choose yourself without explanation. We are conditioned to believe in our society that we always come last and that we're being selfish in choosing ourselves. And what is so prominent right now in terms of an energy is this gentle reminder to anyone watching that your well-being matters. Mind, body, spirit connection matters. No matter what your belief system is, we all come from different walks of life. No two people are going to have the exact same perspective, but that idea that love as our greatest healer starts from the inside out, and taking time for yourself, rest more. It's okay to say no, because what you're doing is you're saying yes to yourself. And when we choose ourself, as in choosing our wellness, as in choosing to meet ourselves and engage in daily activities that support a healed nervous system. And I will tell you from experience, that takes time. For me, it was this constant needing to show up for myself every day and practice sitting in stillness, practice journaling, practice giving myself permission to believe that anything was possible, practice connecting to God and spirit more, practice honoring myself and showing up unapologetically as myself. And that takes practice and dedication and commitment and a lot of grace. Grace is the word. And to remember, when you choose yourself, you're remembering that you've needed every version of you to get to where you are right now. We know that we can't change anything that has happened, but what we can do is we can look at any lessons that we have had as a teacher to what does and does not resonate with the way we would want our life to proceed. And your guiding question when choosing yourself is this giving me energy? Is this supporting me? Is this acceptance of me? Is this a form of excitement for me? Does it feel like home? Or is it depleting my energy? Is it judging? Is it causing me to feel like I'm going to a place of burnout? That's how you'll know. And the greatest gift we can give ourselves is the belief that happiness is our birthright and that everything, because it's energy, can shift. Just because you think it or someone else has said it doesn't make it true. A belief only really becomes real when we give it energy. So can we change the energy? Can we change the self-sabotage? Can we change the idea that there's limitations on things and expand the consciousness? If you knew you were always being guided and always being led, what would we ever have to fear? To me, that is the ultimate life goal, is to know that it all works out. Everything is always guiding me toward where I'm meant to be. Even the rejection is actually a yes, because it's showing me where I'm meant to go. And that radical self-love, not self-arrogance, but radical self-love that says, I'm going to show up unapologetically as me. I'm going for it. I'm going for that, whatever that is. And I'm not going to put a timestamp on it, because it's never about punishment. What if it's all the preparation of becoming the version from the inside out of whatever that desire is, so that when it does come and it does reach you, you feel worthy of maintaining it and sustaining it and knowing that it's not too good to be true. And you trust yourself, and your decisions come from not needing to prove anything, or because you feel like you must do something or you should do something, but because they feel right in the moment. Because you've connected to yourself in such a deeper way that you know when a yes is a yes and a no is a no. And you move in that way because of that connection to self and to spirit. What I like to do is pull a few cards, and sorry, my phone fell. I always trust that whatever messages come through align to the channeled message in some way. So let's see what we get from Spirit. What do we need to know, Spirit, about this new energy, about connecting to higher divine consciousness, about releasing fear, connecting more to the heart space? What do we need to know? I'm going to pull 3 cards. I have a Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle deck. I also have Kyle Gray's Angel Prayers, and then Archangel Michael, who is so wonderful for cutting the cords to any energy that does not serve us. I have an Archangel Michael deck, so we'll see what guidance we receive. Let's see what guidance we receive. Okay. So this card says Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yeah. When Spirit was talking about those 2 paths, you are a channel. If you're watching this, you are a channel. We are all channels. If you had told me this 6 years ago, the version of me that wasn't connected to myself and to Spirit the way I am now, I would have not believed you. I would have told you that there was something wrong. And only because I decided to make that connection do I realize that it's who we already are. It's just remembering that we can connect beyond what we can logically comprehend and what we can see. And when you connect to yourself at that level, at that soul level and you trust what you receive and you move according to your heart and your soul as opposed to the fear and in your mind, just by your own healing, you actually are contributing to the healing of humanity. We're taught that it's all about what we do, right? The physical work. And that becomes how successful we are. What if the message here in this new spring energy is it's not what you do, it's what you decide to be. When you show up in the room, are you light? Are you love? Are you loving yourself enough to know that you deserve to feel that way, no matter what? And can you see yourself as uplifting humanity because you do that from the inside out? There's nothing for you to fix. Nothing is broken. It's just expansion and further integration. That's the whole purpose. And when we step onto that different path, we show others that it's safe to do the same. And where there's so much comparison in our world, especially on social media, you're not meant to do it like anybody else. You're meant to do it in your way, in the way that you've been given. And only you can know what that assignment is. And it's that connection to self and connection to spirit and whatever way it calls to you that will remind you it's who you've always been. And to know that any label that has been placed upon you or that you have placed upon yourself is no longer yours to carry. If it doesn't serve your peace and your well-being, you can let go of it. I hope that serves you. Okay. Hi, Anne. Thanks for being here. Okay, beautiful. We got the guardian angel card. You have a guardian angel with you that has been with you in this lifetime and all lifetimes that you can turn to at any time. When I was learning about connecting to angels, Kyle Gray was huge. I would strongly recommend. He's such a beautiful soul. And he was saying how angels are like the whispers and the heartbeat of God, and how we all have a guardian angel. But because we have free will, it's really up to us to invite the presence of our angels in. And that was a huge game changer for me, saying, thank you for showing me that you're here. Thank you for showing me a sign that you're here. I needed that sign when I first started because I was coming from such an anxious mindset. And every day there is a sign or there is a synchronicity. And now I have no choice but to trust that I am always being guided. It has changed the very way I live my life. No matter what happens, I trust that it all works out. And I've let go of the need to overthink and figure it all out or need to know why something is happening, because that trust muscle has built. And I think it's so beautiful to know that we're all protected and guided. Talk to your angel. Invite it in. Say, thank you for showing me how good it can get. Thank you for showing me that you're there, I need your help. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for helping me to expand into greater joy from the inside out. Thank you for being there to be this reminder that I am my purpose. I am the love of my life that will then extend to others. And then the other people who are in my life will be an extension of that love within me. Always have a guardian angel. So beautiful. And this says, pray from the heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. It's that whole idea, ask and you shall receive. But when we ask, trust that what you receive will be in the highest divine form for the greatest good in divine time. That human part of us can get impatient. It can feel like we're running out of time, and in spirit, the time isn't even existing. So, can we recognize that there is no order of difficulty when it comes to prayer and miracles that we ask for? The miracle is believing that the healing has already happened, that the outcome is already done. And the one thing that Spirit is encouraging us to do is to do whatever we can to enjoy the process more. I used to take it so seriously, and it can feel so heavy, especially during times of challenge. So, can we lean into that prayer and trust? This is a beautiful story here, that our guardian angel is always with us, always. And that in tapping into ourselves and allowing love to be that guiding force, that we then become that channel. We become the uplifters and leaders and way showers. If you're here, trust that it's for a purpose and that these messages are reaching you for a very purposeful, intentional, new beginning kind of way. The one thing I'm hearing is the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. What if the days that are your best days are ahead of you? And believing in that and trusting in that before you see it in its physical form is what you build toward. It's not, I'll believe it when I see it. If you can already see it and it's already in your mind's eye and it feels good, you were given that divinely. Trust that. And know that it's okay to choose yourself where you're not supported and where you're not feeling at peace. And lastly, before the giveaway, one thing that I want to just share personally, that this is just coming from me. Life can be really hard. It can be really challenging. And it can especially be challenging when we are trying to make changes from the inside out. And perhaps there are people around us that think a different way. What if, in staying in our own lane and choosing peace and choosing love as the teacher, what would love do? What would love do? What would love do? What would the highest version of me say to me right now? How could staying in that lane allow you to stay focused on the fact that it's you with you? And when you are able to have that expansion from the inside out and recognize your own gifts and the worthiness and the ability to move toward those things that make you come to life, and the idea that it takes time. I've been doing this for 6 years and it works. We can change our mindset. We can step into passions and gifts that we didn't even know we had. And it's that resilience to say, that's worth it for me to experiment with. And I'm not going to give up on it, even if people around me tell me it's not possible. I'm going to keep going. And the reason why I kept going in the beginning, even when it was hard to train my nervous system to feel safe in peace, I knew how the fear has impacted me and how it felt. And that wasn't working for me. So I decided to experiment with a new way. And it's brought me so much peace to the point where now I'm just passionate about sharing it. So thank you so much for being here and for receiving this message. I'd love to have you claim below what it is that you are welcoming more of into your life, with the idea that anything is possible. Certainly, if I can support you, if you feel in alignment with my energy and what I do, please feel free to follow my page here. Please hit that subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it. Also, I have YouTube Courtney Zalek, or excuse me, Instagram Courtney Zaleki and Facebook Courtney Zaleki. I also have a Connect membership for those people who really want to connect to themselves in a community of people doing the same. And I also do one-on-ones and workshops around that kind of connecting spiritual work. So please reach out to me and we can be in conversation if you'd like to get to know each other a little bit more. And as a ending, as a giveaway, as a thank you for being here on the very first live recording, I would like to do a reading for someone right here, a card pull to offer some guidance. So I don't know who is still here. So if you are here still on the live and you would like a personal message, I would love for you to just share your favorite number in the chat. Share your favorite number in the chat, please. If you're still here, share your favorite number in the chat. And what I will do is I will write, before I see anything, I'm going to write a number down. Actually, let's share a number 1 to 100. Let's do that. Share a number 1 to 100. And I'll write a number down, and then whoever is closest. Anne's still here. Anne, you might be it. That's okay. We'll do your card, girl. Anyone else have a number that you'd like to share? I'm going to give it like 15 more seconds. Good number. Okay, Anne, this one's for you. All right, Spirit, what does Anne need to know? What does Anne need? Oh, we got a lot of jumpers. Those aren't yours, though. Those aren't yours. 5, Anne, is a number of change. So what I'm already feeling for you is that there is a lot of change coming. And there's a lot of change that's so positive, but it might, they're saying, it might throw you off kilter a little bit because it's change that you might not necessarily be used to embarking in, they're saying. And it's almost like dipping your toe in, like to the water, and it's like, I don't know if I want to do this. But the 5 is definitely about change, and they're saying, by making that step and by stepping into this change, you'll be guided through the process, and all will be well. All is working out in your favor. So let's see what we get. So, okay, your card says loyal heart. You've got a 3 and a 5, 35. 3 and 5 add up to 8. 8 is the number of abundance, Anne. So that means that whatever you move toward, they're saying, will be abundant. Give everything time, but they're saying lean into your gifts. There's intuition that is developing even further, and encouraging you to be in practice with yourself. I'm seeing you meditating, I'm seeing you journaling, and just seeing you opening up in an even greater capacity. This says loyal heart. Owls could be a significant sign for you, in the sense of, like, if you see owls, it might just be your sign that all is well. But the whole idea of loyal heart is that idea of dropping from the head into the heart and being so loyal toward what makes you come alive. And they're saying it's not too late. You haven't missed the boat. In fact, you wouldn't, whatever you're moving toward, whatever big idea you have, it wasn't meant to come into fruition at an earlier time. It's like this is the right time to set a foot and to take that leap, and to trust, like, that you're always being guided and supported, like you're never alone. And if you're feeling fear or you're feeling a sense of stagnation, that's just coming from a place of doubt. And they're saying that's part of being human, but give yourself permission to move beyond that and know that this is the right way to go. And I'm hearing, even if it means giving up things that have been comfortable for a really long time, it's okay to step down and say no. There's something you're saying yes to that you need to say no to, and something that you've been avoiding, which is where you really want to go, that you're meant to say yes to. Does this resonate? How does that feel? Let me know. This is such a beautiful card because, and I'm seeing like this key at the top, and that's almost like opening a new door. And there's another key over here. So it's like you're closing one door and opening another, which goes right hand in hand with the spring equinox energy. So what do you need to say no to? And I'm hearing it's okay to choose yourself. I know that came through from spirit, but it's okay to choose yourself, to know that there's nothing selfish in making decisions going forward. This is where you're meant to go. I hope that serves you. So thank you so much for being here. And again, thank you to everyone who was watching. I'd love to know if there was any part of the message that resonated with you. I certainly missed the live videos, so I will be back for some readings, for some channel messages. I'll also just come back for some thoughts to share as I feel called to do so. I'm someone who moves when I feel called, and there's been a little bit of a lull in the live videos, but I know that was for a purpose as well. And today I felt it was time. So thank you so much for being here. And if you know of someone who would love the guidance, please let them know about the channel and they can subscribe, and would just love to connect with as many people as possible. Sending so many blessings, everyone. God bless, and stay toward that vision because it's meant for you. Believe in it, steward it, nurture it, love it, love yourself. All right, everyone. Don't forget to connect. Take care. I don't know how to end the live video. How do I end it? Does anyone know how to end it? Yes.